You know, page 19 says the elimination of our drinking is but a beginning. A much more important demonstration of our principles lies ahead in our prospective homes, occupations, and affairs. The problem with me was I wasn't, even when I first got in here, I wasn't taking the principles in here into my homes, occupations, and affairs, and those things were getting bad. And that was not coming back here. So when they told me I was fooling myself, that deep within every man, woman, and child was a fundamental idea of God, I realized that that's what needs to grow since I'm beyond human aid, according to my book. Judges, lawyers, and probation officers tried to give me human aid over and over. That didn't work. I have a spiritual problem. And so I have to grow my spirit. And here's some growth, man. How I obtain money now. I can use the money I die with to light my eternal fire. And I might be a penny short to buy my way into heaven, man. How many times have I been broke? A bunch. And I'm still here. Because I believe one thing in that book, it's on 63, it says he provided what we needed if we kept close to him and performed his work well. And I've been dead broke, man. And stayed sober and tried to help anybody. In here, out of here. And he's been providing what I needed. From a park bench. So for me to bear witness to that is a great thing today. So it's not about how much money I have anymore, man. It's just about the fact that it just doesn't matter anymore. And that's carrying this message into my occupation. When I go to work for money. Not lying to women anymore. That's a good one. There's some growth. Where's all these ladies now, It was true love every time, trust me. And I was so worried in the moment to not let them go. And it was keeping me sick. Being calm or serene requires not being easily offended anymore. And when people do offend me, I have to ask, when did I act that way? I never asked that. My fourth step, doing it enough times, and my 10th step, my walking around step, has made me ask that now. When did I act that? And, my book told me to pause when I was agitated or doubtful and ask, and I started doing that, and it was my chance to see a miracle happen. When did I ever stop and ask God for something in the middle of my day? I went to the bar and the dope house. And I'm liable to do it again if I look back at my track record if I'm not careful. I'm not going to get void of this or get cured, man. I'm sick. That's my answer, and it's always going to be because I crossed a line in life that made it my answer. My problem and my solution are the same thing until that changes. There's a snake eating its own tail for me, and so the bottom line, man, is when I put God first, everything I put second becomes first class today, because if he's not everything or nothing, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble when any little thing comes along. I've got to start praying whether I believe or not, man. That's what changed me the most.